Well, people, we are back here again. We are here. We are here. We are here.
Welcome,
Man,
welcome.
yeah, welcome, welcome. It is so much stuff going on, people. I just can't even just put my mind and my finger and anything else I got onto it.
Well, Ed, before you get to the news, and we got a lot of it, I just want to reminisce here. I guess Ed said, "Oh shit," but back in the day, we both from Chicago originally, and we used to have block parties. And I was thinking, I said, man, those were some good times. We used to have block parties all the time, no matter what neighborhood we was in. They had black block parties, and I say, where did this shit? Where did it originate from? When did it start? What happened? How did it happen? Because people were handing out food, and when I mean handing out food, they was fixing plates and stuff. They might have uh, spaghetti and fish, or they might have chicken and all of that, and then they have dance. They have music going on, and people out there dancing and playing games, the kids playing all kind of games. Because I was a little top myself, no more than 12, 13 years old myself. And we have dance contests and just had a whole lot of fun. And I found out that it started in 1912. Jack Johnson, we know who Jack Johnson is, the
Yep.
black heavyweight champion. And it started with his club. He had a nightclub in Chicago. and and he sponsored, he was sponsoring the community because I guess he wanted people to come to his club. So he started doing block parties, and so Chicago Urban League, you remember that? Chicago Urban
Hmm.
League, yeah. Chicago Urban League took charge and started doing that all in the black communities. Started in 1916, and I was just wondering, because those were some good times. The people were nice. Everybody was friendly. We got along with everybody, and all the block parks, one block, it might be 2 block radius, and they'll fence it off and no cars can come through there, nothing like that. And then some other people, might throw a party in another neighborhood, block party. A lot of fun. I just wanted to bring that up. I'm sure they don't have any block parties anymore. Maybe, I don't know. But I just wanted to bring that up. That was a certain unity. And I bring that up because right now we got this boycott. Amazon, Target, what's the other one in? Home Depot.
Depot.
Well, I was watching Defiant Lawyer, which is very good. Y'all need to check that out. Very good guy. And he was talking about the 6 pillows that white supremacists is working on to destroy the black community. And I'm gonna see if I can remember. One was medical, health, government, economics, science, and what else? But that's 4 or 5 of them right there. But he calls them mountains because he was saying that the boycott is not enough. He agreed with it, but it's not enough. You have to, he was using history as far as the different things that what they did back in the day when it came to uh, education, the Board of Education. And, you have to take it to the courts as well of these people. You got, yeah, I hurt their pocket, but then you got to take certain things to the court. But I don't understand how would you take these companies that are actually trying to discriminate or whatever, take them to court. I don't know. You know, he's a lawyer. I don't know exactly what he meant by that. Taking them to court because they're not doing anything illegal. If they want to discriminate, I guess they can. If they want to not hire black people, I guess they can. You know, so or they want to, treat black people, like not give them promotions and pay them like everybody else. So, but I mean, he said it's going to be a continuous conversation about that, and it's a lot of he has a lot of people that are working with him and doing these things, to try to combat this, resist this ongoing threat that these white supremacist people are trying to do to our community. They're constantly trying to knock down all the safeguards that we had, and so therefore we have to stop them. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, I think in every uh, decade that we have, people try different things to let folks know that we have some bad stuff going on. So each decade and stuff, I guess, has their own way of putting forth pressure and stuff upon the people who are doing bad things and stuff to people, or uh, who are in control, and they use that control and everything to abuse people, to take advantage and stuff of the downtrodden, take advantage and stuff of the poor folks who um, don't have anything. I know that a long time ago and stuff, even and it's been going on for a long time. Uh, they used to use a thing called redlining, especially in the urban cities, and they use that redlining and stuff to determine if uh, to determine how much you pay for your insurance, your car insurance, your homeowner's insurance, or they use the redlining and stuff and everything to determine and stuff how they to decide how much your home is worth and all of that. And then they still do it in essence today and stuff, but it's a little bit more sophisticated and everything, and people aren't really up on top of it or whatever because they are using software programs and stuff to tell them where you're living at and how much they should charge for your insurance. Right now and stuff and everything. They used to do it and stuff just for black folks and stuff, but now they're doing it for any damn body. They're doing it for the whole entire states. If you live in Florida, if you live in Georgia, if you live in California, wherever you stay at, and they're redlining them. I know that if you rent a car and stuff nowadays, Ted, now a lot of people that don't know this, but if you rent a car, they ask you a question: "Where are you going?" And when they asked me about it, I said, "Man, why? What do you mean? Where am I going?" He said, "If you're going to New York, we can't rent you a car.
Mm,
Going to New York, we can't rent you a car." It used to be that way if you're going across the border to Mexico. Oh, you can't rent it going to Mexico, we can rent you a car. Now they got states and stuff now that you rent you a car, you can't go there. We can't go to New York. If you go to New York, you're going to have some special insurance. You have to have our insurance
mm,
because guess what? New York is a no fault state.
mm.
You have a car accident, you're on your own. Whoever's in the accident, they're on their own.
Wow.
Pay for your own shit. It's not the fault of somebody else. It's you there. There's somebody hit you, ran over you, hit you and stuff and everything. So what? You pay for your own stuff. You get hurt or anything happens. You got to pay for your own stuff. That's how New York is. So anyway, getting back to my point and stuff, I was saying these are the things that they use and stuff to destroy people. So we have to work. We have to worry about that, and I understand and stuff why the gentleman said what he said and stuff because you're right. A lot of times boycotting is not enough. You can't just say, "Well, I'm gonna boycott somebody and don't do anything else," because I guess back in the '60s and everything, we boycott somebody and stuff. Along with the boycott, what would we do? We march in front of the daggone store, get our signs up and everything. Everybody standing outside the store and everything, and we boycotting them and stuff and letting everybody know who walk in there and stuff and everything. We got a picket line going up here and everything because we letting you guys know why you shouldn't go in there and buy their products. And they put the picket up. But wow. I things pop up on my screen there, and I have to look and see what's going on. So hey, I'm fully and stuff behind these people and stuff, and that's all they want to do and everything is tell people online don't go out there and go to their store. But I passed by the Home Depot store the other day, man. The parking lot had a whole lot of folks in there. The car had a whole lot of cars in there. So I get the people up here, they don't give a crap about them boycotting.
Well, you know what they're doing here? I can tell you what they're doing here.
What's the
They are buying stuff at Home Depot. They'll pick up a screwdriver or a pair of pliers or whatever, buy it, and then turn around and return it. We got lines of people just doing the same thing because they have these ICE people. You know, a lot of the Latin people, Latino people, looking for work there. And so therefore they're hanging around because that's how I used to get my help. I go to Home Depot and one of the guys I picked up a guy, man, and man he did all kind of stuff for me. He knew how to do all of it. And so that's what happens. These people are looking for work. And so the ICE people is going there messing with them. They're undocumented and they got skills. I ain't talking about, Mr. Fix It. I'm talking about skills, bro. So these people say, hey, these are the people that we use. A lot of them homeowners, they say, hey, we protected these people. You messing with our labor.
messing with our labor force, huh? That's our labor force.
I got you know
Yeah.
I got some plumbing to get done. I got some
Yeah.
some floors to get done.
Yeah. I
I
got
got a fence to be mended.
yeah. I need me a good plumber.
Yeah, I'm
You got
serious.
my toilet the bad is messed up. I need to place my toilet. You can't get the rest of these food because they charge you like I'll get out.
I
Yeah,
know. That's the truth.
it is. It is. But man, you're right. These folks, man, they are targeting these immigrants and stuff and everything, and the places and stuff that we go to pick up immigrant stuff to get work. But man, they have put these targeting and stuff for these folks, man. It has put so much pressure on these folks and stuff out there, and who are looking for work and stuff to feed their families and stuff like that. After a while, you can avoid these areas and stuff for a while and everything, but when it comes to time when you got to feed your family, you take that chance and stuff and everything. I used to come around there and get you. So some of the areas that I go to find my help, they still there. And I got one guy there about 3 weeks ago and everything to come over to blow my roof off and everything, get the leaves off my roof and everything, and blow my driveway and stuff off for me and everything. I had a few other little nitpicky little jobs I had to do and everything for me. I asked him, I said, hey man, aren't you afraid that these people are gonna come and get you? And he looked at me and said, sir, I got to eat.
Ooh.
I got to eat. I got people back. Yep. And he sends money back to not Honduras, but Guatemala. So he has a
Mm.
family back there in Guatemala that he sends money back to, and so they have to eat back there too. So they need the money to eat. So we have to. It's a crying shame, man, that they are doing this and stuff and everything, and now you're seeing these folks, man, they are arresting kids. They're arresting people, man, who are just foreigners and stuff, man. They're arresting, and so these folks over here think, well, that they're arresting just brown people. That they're in trouble. They are arresting these folks who come from these foreign countries also. These green card holders. You come in there looking for your green card and everything, or you come back to re up your green card and everything, and they're arresting them too. They're locking them up. And yeah, so a lot of these folks, man, from these foreign countries and stuff, it's when we're cutting off our own throat as far as tourism and stuff in this country. When you got people and stuff from Great Britain or from Germany and stuff and everything, and they're getting on the local news or on the news and stuff back in their home country and stuff, and they're sitting there crying about, well, my husband and stuff was arrested and everything, and I don't know where the hell he's at and everything, and they're crying. And I'm from Germany and everything, and we were just up on our green card and everything, and they arrested him, and I don't know where he's at. Those people in those countries, man, they hear that stuff and they see it. Why in the hell should I come over there to the United States now? Why in the hell should I come over there? I'm not going over there and get myself harassed and everything just because I got a green card. Or do they come here and everything to get a damn visa? And these folks over here charging them $1,000 or $500 for a goddamn visa. What the hell I'm doing good going there? So all this bad stuff that we're getting and stuff, Ted, it is just getting worse. It's going to get worse for us. It's not going to get better. I would have thought that once the Trump administration realized the damage and stuff that they were doing to this country and stuff, and I know they know this, and I know that when they see this stuff and everything, and they see these people and stuff on these local TV stations and stuff, and they're talking about I'm from this other country here, and they arrested my husband, and they arrested my wife, and all that. That they understand that this stuff is hurting our country and stuff, and that we need tourism and stuff and everything. We need this money from outside this country and stuff because we don't manufacture nothing.
That's right.
And if you're getting rid of the money that's coming over in here, how do you expect to bring money into your coffers? We're not manufacturing anything. And shit, man. And the manufacturing that we have here, he's screwing that up. Oh man.
You know what? I read this. Well, I sort of did the headlines and just breezed over it. But 1,000 teachers in Arizona resigned. 1,000 teachers.
That's got to put a dent, man, and it's 1,000 teachers, man. That in any state will put a dent and stuff in your educational system. It's going to put a strain on them. A
There's so many
thousand
teachers
teachers.
that's resigning. It's ridiculous, bro. I mean, they are. I got relatives that is in that profession, and I just think that their whole goal is to destroy the public system anyway. So that's why it's so important to vote. You get what you don't vote for, or what you vote for.
Well, we're hearing right now that the Republicans may not even make it through into 2026 midterm.
That's what they say. Man. I believe it when I see it.
We'll find out Tuesday. We'll find out Tuesday.
You think they're gonna resign that quick?
They're gonna know. They're gonna. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. The handwriting's gonna be on the wall, big time. It's gonna be on the wall, big time. We'll find out Tuesday. Whatever happens Tuesday, we're gonna find out. They have a special election going on in Tennessee in the seventh congressional district, right on the the west side of Nashville. It didn't cost west side of Nashville up on to the west side of Tennessee, down almost to the Alabama border and stuff and everything. That's the seventh congressional district, and it's been a profoundly conservative district. And the last time that the congressmen and stuff went there and ran, the Republicans beat the Democrats by 22 points. Today, the Republicans who are running is only leading by 2 points.
Mm.
He's only leading by 2 points,
So
and
that
that's
goes
within
up or
and
down either way.
that's within a margin of error, which is
Yeah,
it bodes bad for them no matter what because they went from 22 points up to uh, winning, barely being able to get Scott. Right now, with the polling going on, they said that Republican is only up by 2 points, and it depends upon I think they said two polling areas and stuff and everything. What the hell going to happen? That's going to determine. That's what they're looking at. Come Tuesday, when the voting and stuff starts, they're looking at right now. The Democrats is early voting the shit out of them. They're beating the crap out of the Republicans in early voting. They coming in there and they're early voting their butt off. They they have taken a lead, big lead in the early voting. So they're hoping that they can get those Republicans to come out and vote. If them people sit at home and don't come out and vote, there'll be a Democrat in that goddamn job in the seventh district in Tennessee.
that's a big deal there in Tennessee.
A big deal, big deal. And they've got a couple of other races and stuff that they're going to be going looking. They'll be trying to get them, but the Democrats is is zoomed in on that seventh congressional district. I guarantee you, you're going to hear it all over the news. Come Monday, it's going to be all over the news. Tuesday, every major news outlet out there going to be zeroing in on that seventh congressional district. Every one of them. If the Republicans lose that district, they can kiss that. They ain't got to worry about the midterm. They don't have to worry about the midterm because they got enough now where they said, uh, uh, MAGA Mike hang his shingles up. Take, take his name off take his name off that door. It's a MAGA Mike take his name off that door. He might well just walk on and just take his name out the door and walk on out and say whoever gonna get it because it ain't gonna be Republican. If the Democrats win that district, it's all over.
Well, okay, let's dig into this here because here's the deal, bro. You already said it last show. Where the money gonna come from? Because we already know that in order to fund that healthcare initiative, it's going to take a lot of money.
Yep.
And it's going to take a whole lot of maneuvering money. And they gotta stop this knucklehead from spending any kind of money however he want to. They got to go after that.
Well, if
Hiring,
the
spending $150 billion for ICE, which
well,
is
if
ridiculous.
like I said, if the Democrats take over the House and stuff, whenever at point in time that it comes, um, they're gonna stop him. The Democrats in the House are going to stop him. They're gonna slow him down. And I don't believe that the Senate is going to do anything to stop the Democrats from stopping him. You're right. They're gonna because of all the tax breaks that they have already enacted and they're permanent and stuff right now, they're gonna have to enact a tax to pay for that health care thing.
Yeah, this is gonna be there's gonna be some serious
I
maneuvering.
I do think that before the beginning of the year and stuff and everything, they are going to do something about it and they're going to extend that healthcare thing. They are going to extend it. I don't know what's going to happen, but they're going to extend it. They are going to come together and they're going to extend that. They're going to think they may only extend it for 6 months or whatever, but they're going to extend it. I believe they're going to extend it because they got a lot of people out there, man, who are middle class folks and stuff, middle class people and stuff and everything who are going to lose their health care and they can't afford to have that and the Medicare folks and stuff going out the same time. It's going to hurt them people, man.
You got a lot of small businesses getting that benefit too.
You got a whole lot of them that they're people and stuff like they are using that and stuff that so they don't have to have group insurance and stuff for their employees.
That's right.
A lot of the employees are not going to have insurance, so it's going to be they're going to do something about it. I don't care what the heck happened; they're going to do something about it. I believe they are, and they can do something within a couple of days if they wanted to, because it must be pretty bad and stuff when Trump comes forth without their approval and everything, saying that he wants to extend that thing for a whole year. When Trump says it, they didn't force him. Trump said it.
Oh, he can read the tea leaves, bro.
Yeah, they're there.
They telling him.
He got some pressure on him, especially after he done took away 100 tariffs. I can buy my coffee now. The price of my coffee tier went down.
Just that quick.
Price of my coffee had gone down. They'd have cut that thing out. They done took the tariffs off of all of Brazil's coffee and a lot of their food out of Brazil. They done knocked it down to zero. He said, shit, we got to take off this food shit. We can't let these people sit out there and keep on paying these highest prices.
Cause a problem to fix a problem, huh?
Fix the problem. Yeah, and then they say, yeah, we took care of it. They created the problem and they're taking care of it. You created the damn problem. Now you can go take credit for taking care of it. But I know you must not have heard what's going on.
Like what is?
What they call themselves now, the the Republicans. You heard that?
American First?
Uh, the Republicans,
The Republicans.
the Tea
That's first.
Republicans, the Tea
T.
Republicans, the Tea Republicans,
The T.
yeah. Tea Republicans,
What does that mean?
Trump Republicans. Ain't no MAGA no more.
the Trump Republicans.
Yeah. Ain't no MAGA no more. Guess who they said the MAGA belongs to?
Ooh,
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
ooh.
He done seated the MAGAs over to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Trump has. He calling his folks.
Also,
He
so
calling
what
his
he's
folks.
doing is he's trying to see if he's as popular as he think he is.
I don't know. He didn't want to put it out. He put it on his Truth Social. They the Tea Publicans now. He done gave the MAGAs over to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I thought no, well, I thought she was going to join the American First program.
Trump gave it to her. She got it. So you want it, you got it. You in charge of the MAGA. And she got a group to go in with her. She got a
The
group that's
mega
going.
group.
They got a group that's going with them. They are saying that it's conceivable, Ted, that there's going to be 20 seats that's going to be available and stuff before the midterm. The Republicans are resigning.
Yeah, come on now.
Hey,
20 seats.
look at the news, man. Look at the news. They said they got 20 of them to get ready to resign. This came from the,
I heard a bunch of them was
this
going to
came
resign, but I didn't know
this
it was 20
came this
seats.
came from the Midas Touch this morning.
Wow. They really
And
just blast
and
it out.
my boy Reese Waters, he got it out. The news that came out. He said he didn't gave Trump said they done got so much disarray, man, and the Republican Party's a crying shame right now.
Pete Hegseth better get out of town. That's what he better do.
Hey, Trump already said, hey, yeah, they can call them the Tea Publicans. Tea Publicans. Those his people. He leaving MAGA to Marjorie Taylor Greene. She done pulled some folks with her, Ted. She done pulled some folks with her. She said she going out with a blaze of glory. Yeah, I don't know why you haven't heard it, man. They said they is in total disarray.
Oh, I know there was in disarray, but I didn't know. The first time I heard of Tea Publicans.
Yeah, that's what Trump called them, Tea Publicans.
Well, he must have did a poll. He must have had somebody do a poll.
I don't know because he did it. He did it on his True Social. He been ever since last night, man. He been on True Social, man, going crazy. He been going absolutely crazy. He got some stuff on there, man. They said he is. They believe that he about damn near gone. His head, his mind is gone. And he writes some stuff out there on True Social that they don't even they. He had lost his mind.
Oh well.
The rattlesnakes are committing suicide. I'm surprised you ain't saw Hakeem Jeffries. He been out there, man. They could actually Hakeem, what's going on? He's just smiling. He's just smiling, jumping at the bit. So he might be. They are predicting it by March. He'll be the speaker of the house. Say by March, no later than April. I mean, yeah, no later April, March or April. Be speaking out.
But here's the thing, though, Ed. I mean, come on now. Are they gonna do anything?
Who?
The Democrats.
I don't know.
That's the thing. So you know they get the House back, but then you got to do stuff. You got to do a whole lot of stuff. You got to do a whole lot of correction, and you got to control the purse. You got to
Well,
control that purse, and that
well,
means if knucklehead, what's his name, the one that's in charge of the budget and distributing the money, if he ain't doing right, they gotta make sure and kick his butt out of there some kind of way. Call him on the carpet. That is one evil dude.
mm,
Bassett, the Secretary of Treasury, he goofball, you know. But that other guy, man, he's the one that's in charge of the budget. He's the one that's been giving Trump all that money. They in
um,
trouble.
I'm gonna drop something on you that you probably don't believe here. Remember that 40 billion?
Yeah,
Venezuela didn't get that money.
they didn't get the money.
Mm-mm. Bassett could not convince those other people out there who had the money and stuff in the private to make a private deal for them to get from them to get that money.
Mm.
They didn't get that 40 billion. He couldn't convince those private folks that he tried to pull that deal through to give them people that money. So they didn't get that money.
Oh, they didn't pull no money from the government.
Mm-mm. He tried to pull together some kind of a private deal and take some private money and stuff and everything, and that they were going to back it up by the federal government, and he couldn't get that money and stuff to him. They wouldn't give it to him. The deal was that they were going to give them that money, but it really wasn't. It was that they were going to get these private folks and stuff who had money, give them people that money, and the feds were going to back it up. So Argentina did not get that money.
Mm. They're doing a whole lot of saber rattling over there in Venezuela.
Yeah, they as you know and stuff, he did a a blackout over the top of that country and told them that there's a no fly over there. Trump said no flying over Venezuela, none. Told all the commercial airlines, you better not fly over Venezuela. And so far, they haven't been flying over Venezuela.
Mm.
That is going to be a hell of a mess there. There are going to be some people who are going to be prosecuted.
Mm.
Old Scott Besser ain't said nothing about that deal because you know what? That's the least of his worries. Like I told you after we had got off the air, Japan getting ready to get rid of that thing on 1 point something trillion in our debt. And they can't afford that. We can't afford it. He got big troubles on his head. He ain't even worried. That little shit down there with Argentina ain't nothing compared to the mess that he's already in.
Boy, that white supremacy and prejudice is a monster, ain't
Yes, sir.
it?
Yes, sir. Besset is he is knee deep in mud, buddy. He can't get out of it. That he's scared to death. He's scared to death. And nobody said anything about it. It just came out on one of the financial websites. Came out to say that they didn't get their deal and stuff due to them. So he couldn't come up with that with their backing and stuff to pay him that money. And now Argentina's in big trouble. They uh they in deep doo doo.
Yeah, they was living high roller, wasn't it, for a few months,
Yep,
wasn't
he come over here smoking cigars with Trump. He thought Trump was
it?
getting that money. He's sitting over there, him and Trump over there sitting down smoking cigars and drinking that cognac. He drinking that yak.
Ooh, boy. I'm telling you, man, cause it was, they showed pretending that they was winning when they was really losing, and they knew they was losing,
Yes, sir.
cause they
And
showed put on the act.
this trade agreement that Canada and Mexico are still holding on to, that thing is getting ready to fall apart next year.
Ed, what's the lesson here? Cause think about this: the American people got to be very careful who they put in the White House.
Very.
You can't just because this man they claim that he was a good businessman and he know business, and we should run this country like a business. And they see that this man then ripped off something like $2-3 billion, and ain't nothing gonna happen to him. He gonna just walk away like ain't nothing happened,
Hmm.
and go blame everybody for whatever goes down in the next few months.
Now I know you heard that his son-in-law done went over there and they done put another $2 billion into his pocket.
No, I ain't heard that.
Yeah,
The Saudis.
he done put another $2 billion in his pocket. $2 billion he got in his pocket. His son-in-law, Jared.
Hmm.
Even though his daughter excuse my French people. Even though his daughter don't say a whole lot to her daddy anymore, he still got Jared. He putting some money in his pocket. He just put $2 billion into his pocket that he can control. But you know them Saudis ain't put that money in his pocket for nothing. They done made some money off of it.
Well,
China has just completed their railroad to Iran, 1,900
really,
miles. 1,900 miles going from China to Iran.
damn.
Train straight to them. They
What's
got
that about?
they got an open line of trade. So them daggone trains down there a mile long, taking goods back and forth to China and Iran. Got that Belt and Road, buddy. They've been showing those trains, man. They said some of those trains, man, are over a mile long,
Hmm.
going 1,900 miles through all kind of terrain. China built that son of a gun in record time.
tell you, man, we clowning around and putting knuckleheads in office and destroying this country and not don't have a vision for this
None
country.
whatsoever. None whatsoever. We ain't got shit to look forward to. Nothing.
Putting people in positions of authority that don't know what the hell they're doing and trying, making things better. And instead, they're making things worse. Look
Mm-mm.
at what they did. They gutted the FBI. They gutted military. They
They
gut,
gutting the Department of Justice.
yeah,
They gutted the
got rid of
CDC.
dedicated people.
CDC. All our
Yeah,
outreach. We gutted.
education.
That's it. They gutting it.
EPA, you might as well forget about EPA.
Yep. They ain't gutted it.
That's gone. Wow. Boy, I tell you,
But
man, go ahead.
why you think? Why you think Trump ain't said nothing about China anymore? They got a grip on them boys. them boys over there in China and Beijing got a grip on them. He ain't said nothing about them boys no more. Matter of fact, he told Japan they better stop messing with Taiwan and China.
Mm.
Went over there and told Japan, you better leave them alone. That's Taiwan over there. You don't bother them and everything. That's China stuff. They belong to China. China been trying to get Taiwan for a long time.
Hmm.
He done told them, don't bother them. He went to Japan and told them, because Japan went over there to Taiwan. They wanted to make friends with him. And China got pissed and everything and called up Trump and told him, you better stop that stuff over there and everything. And he did. He went over and told Japan, you better stop. 6 months ago,
Why you
six
think he's
months ago, he'd have
threatening?
put a tariff on her.
He's threatening a few countries over in Africa.
Yeah, but he Trump is a bully. You know he is, and he trying to pick out the low lying fruit, and some African countries don't have a whole lot of power and stuff out there yet. So he picks on people he can pick on. The people he can't beat up. He leave them alone. But he finds somebody out there that he can bully. You know how bullies are. They walk around the playground and stuff and find the weakest people out there and beat them up. That's what he's doing. He's finding the weakest people out there and he's beating them up. And now it's Africa. He can't beat up on Europe anymore. He can't beat them up. He can't beat Canada up anymore. Well,
He ain't saying
yeah,
a whole lot about Mexico though.
he's scared of girlfriend. He's scared of Gloria Schleibaum. He's scared of her. Steinbaum. She got a lot of pressure. She got a lot of power down there in Mexico. He ain't gonna bother. He talk loud. Stay close to the house. I'm coming over there. We're gonna invade Mexico. And Gloria, she ain't raised her voice. He ain't coming over here.
You heard what the military did. Pete Hegseth had his military do some training, and they accidentally got into the Mexican territory.
He got the hell out of there, didn't
Oh yeah,
he? He ain't gonna bother girlfriend. I'm telling you, girlfriend ain't messing. She ain't playing.
you
Mexico
got you got a lot of American companies over there.
and Mexico got something else going on. They're gonna
They
be
got
the
to
new
deal with China.
Nope, they're gonna be the new Panama Canal.
What do you mean they're gonna get a new Panama Canal?
They are the new Panama Canal.
Well, China been shipping stuff over there for quite a while now, going through
Mex-
Mexico.
Mexico is going to be the new Panama Canal. They're going to be shipping through Mexico instead of the Panama Canal. Them big ass daggone overseas container ships, they're coming through Mexico into the Caribbean Sea, into the Gulf of Mexico, she says. Yeah, they just about done. I think they just about done building it. They taking cargo from the
Well,
Pacific Ocean and put it over there into the Atlantic. So these ships ain't got to go all the way down around it because they can't get through the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal is they're just about done for. The only thing that can come to there is little light ships. That's it.
well, according to what I had talked about several months ago, I told you that they was routing that shit around. I didn't know they was gonna go through Mexico, the Gulf of Mexico.
They're coming in through Canada, through Mexico. They're coming off the coast of Mexico there and coming into uh, going into the Gulf of Mexico there and into back into the Atlantic.
You
She has
know,
dug she has dug out some huge amounts of dirt out of the Gulf of Mexico. They've been dredging that thing out now for 2 years. Huge amounts of dirt. So that thing can be deep enough and everything so them big ships can come in.
we gotta have a visionary president, bro. We
That's
gotta have
it.
somebody.
That's, you got to have it.
We we got to have a visionary president, somebody who's really on top of this shit.
Who
Because
on
right now
top
we
of stuff. You got
and
it.
then these House of Representatives and senators, all they care about is their money and
That's
getting
it.
reelected.
And that's it. And they scared because Trump has been bullying them. Can't be scared of that son of a gun. He's a bully. People need to know that. You stand up to him and stuff, he gonna back down. You don't stand up to him, he ain't gonna back down. You keep on calling down to him, he gonna beat you down further. He has ruined our auto industry. You just heard me when I told you that USMC stuff and everything, it's about dead. It's gonna be dead starting next year.
You gotta have plans, man. You can't keep on just
His,
destroying stuff,
his,
man. You
his
gotta have some
thing
plan.
is to beat people up, Ted. That's his thing. Beat them up. That's his thing. He believes that. All I got to do is beat them up, and they going to do what I tell them to do. And these people done wised up to him. You can no longer beat these people up, and they're going to back down. Europe
Well,
back down
at first they was let's put it like what it is. At first they was respecting the office,
probably.
and that's what it was. They was trying to respect the office and the country, but they realized you have put in a knucklehead. Don't want to do any diplomacy. Do not want to negotiate on a fair manner, or what have you. And then you destroying all the different industries that's around you. We
They're
got to
laughing.
we got to have. I mean,
They,
the presidency is a very important position, and they are the people. He or she is the person that's going to get the people energized to do things to make things better. But at this point, I don't know who's out there that's smart enough to do it.
There's some people out there who
I'm gonna
can.
be honest with you, Joe Biden. You know, he was going in the right direction to a certain degree, but I think his capacity. Let's face it. He sort of kind of slipped a few pesos, but I think I don't know who's up next. I don't know. I don't think it's from that guy in California.
He could do it if people would trust him. He could do it if people would trust him. He's navigating the fourth largest economy in the world. He's navigating into that economy over there. If you can navigate the fourth largest economy in the world, you should be able to take care of the United States too. All you got to do is Ted. All they got to do is allow these people to do their job. Allow these people to do their job and allow free trade. That's it. Most of these corporations are going to take care of themselves. They know what's best for them for what's going on in this daggone country. They know how to make the deals. They know that they've
Well,
been doing it, and they know
you
and because they deals and stuff depend upon their salaries, and they know it. The more money that they make and everything, the better off you are. And so the more money that they are making, the more money they're bringing into this daggone country. They're not
Ted,
going to cut their own throats. Let these
you
people
made
do
a
their jobs.
statement. You made a statement. We're gonna find out where this AI money, where they getting all this AI money, and a lot of these people are spending billions and billions of dollars.
Yep,
And I was just listening to a guy that ran for president, and he calls his I forget the name of his party, but he has his own party. His name is Yang,
yep. I
and
remember him.
he was talking about and he throwing all kind of numbers out. 44% of the American people are going to be out of jobs because of AI.
Yeah, but he also should have mentioned to these folks and everything that how many jobs are in AI when it's actually implemented. What jobs the AI is going to create. AI is going to create some jobs.
He,
Uh what
he's in.
when I said where that money coming from, I said to you that these companies are borrowing this money and they're putting it into AI. If you taking borrowed money and you're putting it into AI, then you better get some results out because them people that you borrowed that money from gonna want their money back. And if
Well,
you
they
can't
make
pay,
their money on subscriptions there, and
but
then
you can't,
also they make
they,
their money on different things, like services.
but they can't create this stuff, Ted, if they can't create the damn chips.
Yeah.
They can't create AI unless they can create the damn chips. And they can't create the damn chips if they can't build those factories and stuff and everything to make those daggone chips. And they haven't got the infrastructure, you haven't got the electricity, you haven't got the water because you need those. Those are vital entities. AI to produce those chips takes a
Well,
huge
this is where the
amount of
vision
energy.
is. This is where the vision comes in. That when there's a need of different things that has to be done, because water is not an issue.
Yes, sir. Where you gonna get their water from? Because they got this plant down there in Texas that they just built right outside of Austin, Texas. And you know, Texas is sitting there, and most of the place they need water real bad. And these people with this plant are consuming all of these people's natural resources and their water and down in their aquifer, and they've taken out more than than the natural atmosphere is putting back in there, along with the people. They're draining them aquifers. They need to figure out how they're going to get their water.
Well, I mean, there's seawater.
They haven't got the system set up and everything to treat the seawater. Look over there what the Saudi did. Saudi Arabia had to build that plant so they can take that the seawater and stuff out and everything, so they can take care of the project that they had going on there inside of Saudi Arabia. And they spent huge amounts of money to build those plants. They haven't
Without
spent
a
that money.
vision, the people perish. And the
And
point
I
is,
understand that, and that's
you
what I'm
can't sit
saying.
here and keep telling me that these people can't figure this shit out when you got to invest in certain things to get things so it can work. You know you
Absolutely.
need water, so why in the hell you not investing in treating the water?
I know. They won't put the money out there, Ted. They
So
won't
that
put
means you
the
got to make these multi corporations pay for it.
they have it. All these corporations are doing it. They taking the money and they throwing it out there, and they and in hopes that they can get that shit solved. That money ain't gonna solve it, but money can't solve some of them damn problems. They got to turn around there and get these people, these smart folks, and everything to build what they need to build and to get what they need to get. But they're sitting around and everything. Yep, the only thing they're looking at is this AI. We're gonna get AI going. We're gonna get AI going. But you need to have them daggone chips and stuff and everything so AI can
And
work.
there's another thing. How long they been talking about they're gonna do the chip thing? Biden tried to do it, and then and what's the name cut it off? Man,
All right,
no.
people. Ted, what's your final word, man? I'm telling you, our show is getting longer and longer and longer here.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Without a vision,
You
I'm
will
not gonna say we're
fall.
gonna perish, but I'm saying without a vision.
Without a vision, you will fail.
Yeah.
Without a vision, you will fail.
You got China over there, man. They doing all kind of stuff, and here we are. We
The-
still behind
These
the
folks,
times.
these folks is reversing the course of a river. They reversed the course of a river. They turned the river around. They were flowing one way, and they made the river flow another way. They so tough. Anybody who can reverse the course of a river got to be some bad son of a guns, Ted.
And we run around here as
And
okey
they
dokes,
did it.
bro.
And they did it.
Looney Tunes.
They
Looney
got
Tunes.
they got chip plants over there, Ted. They got chip plants over there.
Yeah.
They already is treating. They done building these huge treatment plants to get their water.
And wait a minute. They knew they needed rare earth, and how long they been dealing with that?
Yeah, and since the water is so far outside of the country, on the edge of the country and stuff, and they got to take it inland, they've already started building. They building these underground tunnels and stuff and everything with fresh water flowing through them, going up there to feed these damn cities and to feed all the people that they need to feed with their water. And they want to go over there and, and green up the desert. They done
But
took their desert. They done took their
what's
desert and
been
turned
the
it into a
call?
green.
What's been the call, Ed, the last 10 years?
Yes, sir. They've been
Oil,
working on it.
oil, oil.
Yes, sir. And we sit
They
around
so
there.
busy.
And they ain't even using the oil to do all this stuff. They don't. They getting the oil. They're getting it from Russia or wherever they can get it from. But they already self sufficient. They building stuff up there. So hey, we ain't got to. If Russia cut that oil off, they ain't gonna worry about it. They gonna use the oil as long as they can. But they cut it off, they ain't gonna hurt them because they already got another plan sitting back there. Without a vision, like you said, they lost. Without a vision, you lost. All he worried about is a tariff. I'm gonna tariff them people. I'm gonna tariff. I'm bringing in trillions of dollars.
We're gonna stop DEI.
Them the people you need.
We're gonna eliminate all these undocumented people, the ones that's minding their own business and what have you, instead of trying to work out some immigration plan. These people, man, I tell you, yeah, that's your white supremacy right there in action. And then they want to blame it on Biden. Like somebody told me, I ain't gonna tell you who it is. It says a noun, a verb, and Biden. A noun, a verb, and Biden.
he beating up on an old man.
Every other sentence is Biden's fault.
It's Biden's fault. They got to beat up on that old man. That old man said, "No, they can beat up on that old man." That's what they are.
Wait a
They
minute, wait a
bullies.
minute. The guy that they had a program because these soldiers requested it. They requested that these Afghanistan people come over here because their lives was in jeopardy. So Biden set up a program for these soldiers so that their friends who saved their lives, so that they can come over here so they wouldn't get killed over there. And so now they're over here. And then on top of that, he got vetted. And then on top of that, he got vetted again in April or May.
Biden did it.
Biden.
Biden did it. Biden did it, y'all.
Biden did it.
we gonna see you people tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. We got a whole lot more coming up, people. We got a whole lot more to talk about. Bye.